Do you remember the Great Khali? The giant from Punjab who once towered over every superstar in WWE? At over 7 feet tall and 350 pounds, he wasn't just another wrestler. He was a phenomenon. His debut in 2006 shook the wrestling world when he destroyed The Undertaker, one of WWE's most respected legends. His vice grip could drop anyone to their knees, and for a moment, it felt like Khali was destined to be an unstoppable monster. But that's not how the story ended. Instead of becoming a permanent top star, Khali's career shifted into comedy, kiss cam segments, and eventually a quiet exit from WWE. The once feared giant was reduced to a punchline. But what if things had been different? What if the Great Khali never left WWE, and instead WWE booked him as the monster he was meant to be? Today, we'll uncover Khali's real story, the struggles he faced, and then dive into an alternate reality where he never left, reshaping WWE history in the process. It was April 7, 2006, on SmackDown. The Undertaker had just battled Mark Henry when suddenly the arena went silent. A massive figure walked down the ramp, bigger than Big Show, more intimidating than anyone the WWE Universe had seen in years. That was the Great Khali. He stepped into the ring, stared down the Undertaker, and with shocking dominance, dropped him with a single chop to the head. In one night, Khali was a made man. WWE presented him as an unstoppable monster, someone who didn't need words, only destruction. Within weeks, Khali was destroying legends, Rey Mysterio, Batista, even The Undertaker himself. Fans didn't know how to process him. Was he the next Andre? Could he be unbeatable? For a moment, it felt like WWE had found their new giant attraction. By 2007, Khali was booked as one of the top heels in WWE. He was unstoppable, running through the roster. His massive size and intimidating presence made him a believable world champion. And that's exactly what happened. On July 20th, 2007, on an episode of SmackDown, the Great Khali won a 20-man battle royal to capture the World Heavyweight Championship. He was the first Indian-born wrestler to ever hold a world title in WWE. For fans in India, this was monumental. Khali wasn't just a wrestler, he was a national hero. WWE was expanding globally, and Khali became the face of their push into the Indian market. His matches might not have been 5-star classics, but his image was enough. WWE had found a bridge into one of the largest audiences in the world. But here's the truth. Khali's reign exposed the cracks. He was massive, but he wasn't mobile. His knees were fragile. His back was in constant pain. In the ring, he moved slowly, limited to chops, headbutts, and his famous Khali vice grip. Fans started to turn. The awe of his size was replaced with groans during his matches. Wrestling is about storytelling and action, and Khali's limitations meant his matches often dragged. Instead of keeping him as a short-term special attraction, WWE had him wrestling regularly, and it showed. By late 2007, fans were losing interest. By 2008, WWE made a drastic shift. When dominance didn't work, WWE turned to comedy. The terrifying giant became the Punjabi Playboy. Instead of crushing opponents, Khali was doing kiss cam segments, dancing backstage, and playing for laughs. To some fans, it was entertaining. To others, it was humiliating. A man who once crushed The Undertaker was now a punchline. He tagged with Hornswoggle. He danced with Santino. He went from world champion to a mid-card comedy act. For Khali, though, it kept him on TV. His popularity in India remained strong, and WWE could still market him overseas. But in America, the aura of the monster was gone. The Quiet Exit, 2014. By the early 2010s, Khali's body was breaking down. Years of wrestling, combined with his giantism, had taken a toll. He had already undergone brain surgery earlier in life to remove a tumor related to his condition. His mobility was worse than ever. In 2014, after years of comedy roles and enhancement matches, WWE quietly let his contract expire without a big send-off. No farewell match. The Great Khali simply disappeared from TV. But Khali wasn't done. Back in India, he opened the Continental Wrestling Entertainment, CWE, Academy, a training ground for Indian wrestlers. He wanted to give opportunities to the next generation, to create stars who could make it to WWE without going through the struggles he did. And beyond wrestling, Khali entered politics. He became a celebrity figure in Punjab, appearing in films, TV shows, and even serving as a political leader. In India, he remained larger than life. For most fans, though, Khali was remembered as the giant who came, conquered, became a joke, and walked away on his own terms. Surprise returns, 2017 to 2023. Even after leaving, Khali's story with WWE wasn't completely over. In 2017, during the Punjabi prison match between Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton, Khali shocked the world with a surprise return. He helped Mahal retain the championship, reminding fans of the monster he once was. In 2021, WWE inducted him into the Hall of Fame, recognizing not just his wrestling, but his role in opening India to WWE. For all his limitations, Khali was a trailblazer. And in 2023, he made another brief cameo in India when WWE brought their show there. The reaction from fans was thunderous. For Indians, Khali will always be a hero. But here's the big question. What if the Great Khali never left WWE in 2014? Let's imagine it. Instead of fading away, WWE repositions Khali as a special attraction used only for big matches, just like The Undertaker or Brock Lesnar. No more weekly comedy segments, no more dancing, just short, brutal matches where he looked unstoppable. Paired with a strong manager who could speak for him, Khali could have stayed relevant for years. Imagine WrestleMania dream matches, the Great Khali versus Big Show in a true battle of giants, Khali versus Brock Lesnar, marketed as the ultimate clash of strength. By protecting his image and limiting his matches, Khali might have lasted well into the late 2010s as a respected monster, not a comedy act. Would he ever be a multiple-time champion? Probably not, but he could have retired on a bigger stage with one final moment of glory in WWE, maybe even a farewell at WrestleMania. Instead of quietly fading out, Khali could have gone down as one of wrestling's great attractions. So here's the question. If the Great Khali never left WWE, would we be talking about him as one of wrestling's greatest monsters? Or was his real legacy always destined to be exactly what it is? The giant who came, shocked the world, and walked away on his own terms.